Welcome to another UFC 6 video. Uh, this was footage from a couple of days ago versus the great Aussie kid. He's live streaming every day, so go and check out his channel. He's probably live when you're watching this, so go show the love to him. So this was a great match. It was my first time using Michael Morales versus Nate Diaz. He's a very great Diaz player. I believe currently he's, as of like season 1's just ending, so I believe he's doing like a Nate Diaz, using only Nate Diaz on ranked when he's in welterweight. For the whole first season, and he's a very good Diaz player. And I do feel like I do get just the better of him, but only because of the power. And my shot selection was fairly decent. But as you see throughout the fight, he starts to get my timing down. He starts to really apply pressure to me. And this was a couple of days ago, so it's quite interesting to see how I've improved since this fight. This UFC 6 been a bit of a learning curve. I've definitely learned you don't need to really string combos together. It does really help you with it does really favour accumulative damage. And as you see, he's pointing, doing some Nate Diaz taunts. You know what I mean? And I believe it's to try and do the Nate Diaz effect of taunting me into aggression. And you see some rubber banding. So probably after the first season there's going to be an update, kind of flesh out a lot of these bugs and whatnot, change a couple of things. But recently I have been on a good bit of a tear. So and obviously coming up, fighting I likes the Aussie kid, and then my last video I fought the Don. They're two high-ranking members on the leaderboard, so that's just been a big confidence boost. And I just try to pick my shots. Jab to the body, try and get some distance there, and just letting the power speak for Morales. Not wanting to overextend. Just try and where the opening is, I'll try and take it. This is the almost end of the first round, so I've rambled on for a wee bit in this first, but yeah, I'm allowed to. And as you see, I try and show respect. I think me and Aussie must have fought back in 4. I don't remember fighting him on 5, so, but it was a very interesting first round, especially as well getting matched up with the likes of Aussie. And he's a very strong Diaz player. You can't I can't take him lightly. As you see, just popping this straight. I'm basically trying to almost copycat fight in a sense. It's not. It's hard to do with Morales, but I know, for instance, when he throws a straight, I'm trying to throw my straight. Just to to match him in that sense. But I'm not trying to. You don't have to take every opportunity that is presented. Just trying to let your presence do some of the talking. And as you see, just wee kick, maintaining distance. Obviously, it's probably been a lot more noticeable watching this back now. I do have this bad habit of every strike I'm thrown and every time I feel pressured, I do try and walk away, back up to try and get some distance to hit my perfect range instead of trying to hit them into backing up, which kind of leads into a weird thing where I'm always sort of moving forward with my strikes. But in this fight so far, actually, I've noticed, and it's probably is why I ended up winning it, I'm planting my feet a lot more. I'm not always moving in with strikes. There's some matches where I'm really bad with it, but that's why I like to sit, watch the fights, try and break them down. I know I've not done a lot of breakdowns here. It's kind of more of what have I learnt since this. And as you see, once he gets me up against the fence, I get immediately uncomfortable, try and bounce off this to one of the sides. He's got like really good range understanding with Diaz, but that's probably comes with the experience of constantly using him. In welterweight, I'm still not 100% comfortable with any one character yet. As you see, took out a leg, I've really damaged his head. That check damaged me though. So just backing up, trying to get some distance. Try and make him maybe walk into a shot. Testing his reaction time on that lead overhand, but yeah, I mean, don't want to really commit. He's not showing me like, you know, a big reaction to any of my strikes. And as you see, just popping shots. Nice little jab to the body, straight. Testing him again with the feints. Just trying to see. And as you see, he is beating me to the punch a bit, but when he's beating me to the punch compared to if I beat him to the punch, the difference in power is what's basically stole me this round and the last round. If I didn't get them, I believe he probably would have won. But it's been a pretty close fight so far. No, like, yeah, I've had the better moments, but it's not been like a washout. Isn't like I was dominating. It's just been a nice, close, you know what I mean, fight. With just the bigger moments going to me, basically because I had the power. And as you see, like even Ant kind of knew coming into this round, he isn't going to like back up a lot. He's not going to really. Basically, I'm saying he's basically knows he kind of lost here, and he knows, right? Did I just get knocked out, or did I lose on the scorecard? And I think he kind of says like, I'll rather get knocked out than lose on the scorecards, and he just pressures me against the fence, and then he just starts wailing. If you keep an eye on the white bar at the top, that's my block. I get a stun, you know what I mean, damaging that leg, switching stance, and I actually think this is probably where it starts to cause me problems. I was so used to the reads from his other stance, which is pretty weird, I think. Like I start, you know what I mean, like okay, like trying maybe get picked up the wrong reads, kind of had the timing down for like where his lead hand was coming from, and I just feel like there's a point I just feel like I just can't touch him. You know what I mean? He's kind of, you know, blocking near enough all my strikes. My range management's kind of went, kick to the leg. You know what I mean? So hats off. You know what I mean? Got 2 minutes 40. I'm not hunting for a knockout either. I am literally just like, I'm not point fighting either. I'm not. It's a weird one. Like I don't want to hunt for the knockout. I'm trying to like really just be like, right, pick my shots. If the knockout presents itself, I'll take it. But if not, you know what I mean, trying to conserve stamina. Look at like the amount of stamina me and him have both got, especially for what 3 rounds. We haven't been like pulling punches. We've been, you know what I mean, we have been like, you know what I mean, throwing hands. So I shoot for takedowns. As you see, like look at my block, completely like near enough gone now. Like I'm pretty sure if he hits me with a jab, it is now going to start damaging me through the block because he's taken away all of it with a jab. So it was like a great, how you just like experience check. Like even like here, like I'm just like, right, I've got to take him down. We've got 50 seconds left. I'm confident I've got this in the bag. I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, like even trying to like exchange from, he's going to beat me. We've got 30 seconds left. He gets really good, you know, control, like, you know what I mean, pushing me up against the fence in that clinch. And as you see, like I'm blocking the strikes, and I know this might seem a bit, you know, borderline cheesy, but it's very like I think it's actually very fight-like of maybe not Morales, but like how it would be in a fight. I know I'm kind of up, just kind of dive on his legs just to, you know, if I had got him down, I'm not even gonna lie, I would have held him there for as long as I possibly could to run out the clock. I wasn't going to try and posture up and finish it, but we know it's just one of the ones. Like I was willing to do anything apart from like, I don't know, I don't feel like I've done anything dirty in the fight, but I do some, sometimes like a wee bit of clinching. It can be seen as like cheesy or spammy, but I'm just in that fight. I was willing to do anything, and as we hear Bruce Buffer call out the scores, I'm pretty confident I'm 2 rounds up. You know what I mean? I've definitely lost the third because I just wasn't able to mount anything. And that was the first time using Michael Morales. But I feel like on this you have to pick characters to sort of, not counter characters, but like, I mean, you can pick a wrong character and get punished for it in a sense. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. There is like it's not like kind of like 5 or 4 where you could pick like a rubbish character and like make them work in like against like a 5-star. You kind of have to pick a character to sort of match your opponent. You can't just, you know what I mean? Maybe you can, and I'm not that great just now. But yeah, this was the matchup. This was the fight statistics. So yeah, I mean, again, hats off to Aussie. If any of you guys aren't subscribed to him, go check out his channel. He's live near enough every day. So yeah, I shall catch you on the next one. Like, as you see, like I only won because of the stuns, so I felt like I done really good there as well. Just kind of rambled for this video, but yeah, if you're new here, please like, please subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.